Bridges out of poverty and getting ahead in the just getting by world constructs have long been used successfully to facilitate offender reentry training efforts and improve recidivism rates. Now we've created a model that supports not just offenders, but also their families, corrections staff, and Bridges communities, so all can collaborate to help returning citizens develop and implement reentry plans to rebuild their lives. The model was developed in collaboration with current practitioners and incorporates proven getting ahead approaches. It differs from other reentry programs. Our approach recognizes that for offenders to be successful, they need to be viewed and treated as problem solvers. When the correction systems, family, and community groups are all aligned on how to best enable ex-offenders to rebuild their lives, the likelihood of success rises exponentially. The Getting Ahead curriculum is already being used in prisons across the U.S. Let's hear from Michelle Wood, ex-offender, Getting Ahead graduate, and co-author of Getting Ahead While Getting Out, on how Getting Ahead helped her with reentry and what she sees as the major benefits of the model.
There are a lot of obstacles ex-offenders face when coming out of prison. It's often easier to fall back on old ways than to build an entirely different future story. That's probably the path I would have taken if Getting Ahead hadn't shown me how to turn it around. Now I train offenders and give them the confidence they need to follow a better path. The thing that's great about this work is that it doesn't tell people exactly what they have to do. It makes them define their own path and give them the support they need to succeed.
Thanks, Michelle. Getting Ahead While Getting Out has a number of unique features, components. First, there is a proven Getting Ahead program for soon-to-be-released offenders. This is coupled with training for their family members to give them a common language and a shared reentry plan. Bridges Out of Poverty training is recommended for corrections staff so they can better understand the drivers of generational poverty and resulting recidivism and develop tools to support offenders with reentry preparation. Finally, surrounding Bridges community collaboratives are important to support Getting Ahead graduates as they endeavor to stabilize their lives and build resources. Let's hear from Mitch Lipster, retired attorney, community activist, and co-author of Getting Ahead While Getting Out, on the importance of community-supported employment initiatives for ex-offenders.
One of the biggest barriers to ex-offender successful reentry is finding employment. In Marion, Ohio, we formed a team to address this problem. Team members include healthcare workers, educators, lawyers, a former county prosecutor who is now a judge, an owner of a temporary employment agency, individuals that have worked with agencies that worked with and found employment for ex-offenders, and most importantly, ex-offenders. We met with many groups in our community, including the mayor, the superintendent of schools, the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary, and the League of Women Voters. The most powerful discussions were when ex-offenders who were Getting Ahead graduates would talk to business and community leaders about how they were turning their lives around and why these organizations should support reentry efforts for the good of our community. These discussions always ended with a round of applause for the ex-offenders.
At AHA Process, our work is founded on the premise that it takes all sectors of the community working in tandem to make lasting impact in breaking the cycle of poverty. Reentry is no different, which is why we built a multi-tiered model where everyone has a role to play. Pilot programs in this model will begin in early 2015, supported by comprehensive third-party data collection and evaluation tools, Charity Tracker and Empower, which have been specifically designed to provide evidence-based support for Getting Ahead While Getting Out. To explore Getting Ahead While Getting Out for your Bridges community, call us or visit us on the web.